Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
This is part of the group chat, because if you are saying that casting a doubt, credibility and the motive, that means Baba Momo first Jogun, is that not what she's saying? It's in a layman language. That is what he's saying. People go to ban say a motive only the to fin ṣe kini di to ma be lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sí. Now it is now
only Baba law
in Baba's testimony. Bayo. She's a Yoruba. She's a Yoruba.
Bayo.
She knows the traditions. Yes, I can hear you.
Bayo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What baffles me is that she said Baba hastily buried Mohbad, and she didn't even talk about the fact that Baba said he went to police station. They denied him of police report. She didn't even prep further that any of the witness said that they gave a certain document to Wumi to enable to deposit that body in the morgue. For me, I was
going there. Look, Daddy, I was going there.
Okay.
I was going there because under our own submission, she is supposed to crucify a lot of other things. She's supposed to crucify the fact that Baba Mohbad went to the station. Baba Mohbad, the police owes Baba Mohbad a duty of responsibility in that angle. And she should have recommended, before she read this report, she should have recommended that the police of that station comes to give a reason why they did not honor that honor his attendance that day. She never did that. She was ready to roast Baba Mohbad without roasting the Lagos State Police. If Baba Mohbad said they went to the station,
Bayo,
said they went to the station, but he didn't come back from the car.
Bayo.
Yeah.
They can mute. They can mute Iyabo Ojo. Ori mi da. They can mute. They can mute Iyabo Ojo. Ori mi da. Okay. What am I saying? Now, guys, let's read the Iyabo Ojo. Mrs. Abosede Aloba. First of all, she's not Aloba. Mother of the deceased presented as a distraught and grieving parent. So Baba will grieve. Yellow grieve. Another action from the group chat loading. A testimony revealed a close emotional bond with her son. Are you? So to be Talaye Banjaye. Son we talk say 10 years I no see mommy. This is what you are saying, that Iyabo Ojo's testimony reveal a close emotional bond with her son and a clear awareness of his fear and challenges. She narrated that Mohbad often confided in her regarding threats to his life and instances of harassment, and even shared disturbing audio messages and visual evidence to physical injury. Despite this, she was not physically present at the time of her son's death. Emagbo could establish Iyabo Ojo. You can imagine. Nashi carry Mohbad go hospital, abi. So look at Mohbad hospital. Investigation lórí wípé Mohbad ò síbẹ̀. Show ló ṣe investigation. Ẹjọ́ tó ọlọ́pàá gba Sashi press conference. Hey, God, I beg. Now, 10 years, I know Simomi narration was not even here. She was even saying that Her testimony revealed
that daddy, the woman, that daddy, in the testimony of this woman, she said she did not know the name of schools. In the testimony, she did not know the name of secondary and university Mohbad went to. It was 2019. She met Mohbad after she left Mohbad 7 years. Mohbad was 7 years old when she left. Almost 7 years. She said it in her testimony. Shotubi, she said it in her testimony before you. In October 2023, she said it that she left Mohbad barely 7 years old. Fajile, Baba Mohbad lawyer confirmed that. You left Mohbad barely 7 years old and you came back into his life when he was 2019. So Mohbad died at the age of 26. And your 7 clone 26. 90 Connie any. Ogbe Mohbad and 7. Oku 26. Oku 19 years old ni any. Abi John Mohbad ku. You said it yourself. When December 2019. December 2019, no more Mohbad. They introduced his name to you as Mohbad. He's a singer. You came into his life in 2019, he died in 2023. 2 years after he met this boy, the boy lost his life. Judge was of our display closeness at the audio, at the visual of assault.
Bayo, calm down. Bayo, calm down. Now, let's continue. And this is shocking. That the magistrate, she was deaf and blind to 10 years and no see mommy. No matter how the magistrate trying to clean Iyabo Ojo is not clean. Thank God for VDM. This woman that you are exonerating today was the one that washed the blood evidence. I was going, she give in comment section. We too, we cannot talk on, we can have a program now. Let's book a section with channels. And let's talk about this corona inquest. And let us point out this nonsense to the whole world so that they will know that Shotubi credibility is nothing that has common sense of a primary school living. It is sad. Now, let me go on. Second, conduct of the Iyabo Ojo. She now continue and says that she narrated that Mohbad often confided in her regarding threats to life, instances, harassment, even shared disturbing audios, messages, and videos, evidence to physical injury. Despite this, she was not. Now look at it. Thank you, gifters. Despite this, she was not physically present at the time of her son's death. And she has no involvement in the burial proceeding. Burial proceeding. I am ashamed of this woman. Guys, can we do channels? In fact, if we can book 1 hour section, is it possible? Can we have 1 hour? Hello, cost to her. Crocodile, can we have 1 hour in channels and discuss this CTC? Guys, can we do it? Can we do it as soon as possible? Expressed shock and heartbreak at the swiftness of her son's burial. Now, Iyabo Ojo did not accept shock and heartbreak in what led to the son's spy, in what led to this boy's death. But she's expressing, according to this nonsense woman, she's expressing shock and heartbreak on the sweet son's burial. Abosede that wash evidence, duvet soaked with blood, that washed it. She's now, oh God. Okay, let's go on. Abosede expresses shock and heartbreak at the swiftness of the son's burial, lamenting that she was neither allowed to see the corpse properly, nor informed of the medical details of his death. Somebody that said when they got to the house, she did not enter. She did not enter, but Folashade said she has washed the duvet. Mystery about Mohbad's death. Her conduct was dignified, and measured. However, her own awareness of the distress and threats faced by the son raised question. Could more proactive steps have been taken to protect our son earlier, or to ensure that his complaints were documented formally? Question. That is sure to be on. That is sure to be on Iyabo Mohbad. Now we are approaching sure to be on the conduct of the wife. Guys, at this junction, before we go further, I think I need to have what's it called? Water break. Or maybe water break or Mattel break, anything that you call it. Please tap on your screen as I get my water break. Tap on your screen, please. And if it's Mattel break, anyone, any break, please tap on your screen. Everybody, give thanks. Thank you. Guys, thank you for standing by. Then we continue. This is conduct of the wife. The deceased wife, Omowumi, presented detailed and consistent. Yeah, man. Hey, God, how did we get here? Hey, the deceased wife, Omowumi, presented detailed and consistent evidence regarding the days leading up to Mohbad's death. She was present during the incident at the Ikorodu show, witnessed his hand injury, even when spending the driver said Prime Boy never reacted, assisted to be. He's saying that Wumi assisted in bringing us on Tuesday. Mo gbàládùra ni. I pray to Almighty God. Ṣó tó bí tó bá bí ọmọ ọkùnrin, ènìyàn bí Wumi ló máa fẹ́. Gbogbo ọmọkùnrin yẹn, obìnrin bí Wumi ló máa fẹ́. Gbogbo ọmọkùnrin yẹn, ṣó tó bí. Gbogbo ọmọkùnrin tó bá bí, tó bá ti bímọ ni, tó bá ti bí, gbogbo ọmọkùnrin tó bí, In your bill, meaning Bubon Mafe. Now, let's continue. Please power tap on your screen. I need you to power tap. I need you to power tap, please. If you cannot gift me, please power tap. Please power tap. So that the algorithm will show that there is there is something going on this page. Please power tap. Now, let's go ahead. Consistent evidence regarding the day that is leading up to Mohbad. She was present during the incident at the Korodu show, witnessed his hand injury, and assisted in bringing the nurse, who ultimately administered the injection. She described Mohbad as a man under constant fear, living with trauma, emotional instability, living in trauma, emotional instability caused by persistent harassment and bullying from his former record label. So, Wunmi no bully Mohbad emotionally. Hey! Wunmi, hey God. However, while her account was clear and compelling, certain omission in conduct warrant scrutiny. Let us go. First, the disease was treated at home by an uncertified auxiliary nurse, whose competence and training were later brought into question. As the closest person to the disease, given his status as a public figure, the decision to seek home treatment, especially by someone whose credentials were uncleared, appears negligent. She didn't even pronounce it. That be negligence, even if driven by fear or preference from the deceased. Secondly, Omowumi was a direct eyewitness to the medical emergency, but did not insist on calling emergency service or ensuring proper ambulance care. When the disease began vomiting and convulsing, multiple household members panicked and transport was chaotic. Transport was chaotic. Let us listen to this woman. Most crucially, after the death, Oti jumps after the death now. Oti jumps out after the death. She's not even talking about the inconsistency in Darosha, the driver testimony, and Wunmi. And she's saying Wunmi has been consistent. Okay. Transportation was chaotic. Let's go. Most crucially, after the death of the deceased, Mrs. Aloba Omowumi was notably silent in preventing or challenging his hasty burial. Hey, Ọlọ́run ọba o. Kò ní dá fún ẹni tó kọ kíní. Omowumi was notably silent in preventing or challenging the hasty burial, despite having lived with him as a wife and the mother of his child. Kò ní yẹ ìwọ tó kọ kíní. Táláyé bá ní kó yẹ ọ̀sán tó sán lọ ò ní jẹ́ kó sán fún ẹ. Now, our outcry regarding harassment, abuse, and industry threats surfaced forcefully only after the burial, and public outrage had commenced. This raised the question, why was her voice absent when it mattered most? Why was there no instance on a death certificate or legal inquiry before burial? Why? While they may have been, why she may, the court now, Shotobi now is giving excuse for Wumi. Why she may have been overwhelmed, emotionally distressed. Somebody that was tweeting 8 times. Ọlọ́run, ṣé Nàìjíríà yẹn máa lè dá báyìí? Ṣé Lagos State yẹn máa lè dá báyìí? Why she may have been overwhelmed, emotionally distressed, pushed aside by the father. Okay, let me read again. Then clean glasses me. Why she may have been overwhelmed, emotionally distressed, or pushed aside by the father, it was incumbent upon her as wife, next of kin, Bitibo. Should to be next of kin, and the last person with the
Daddy. Daddy, this woman don't marry. No wonder. Your daddy, your daddy. I say, I'm telling you that the reason why they did not allow them to do a closing submission, there is a reason for it.
Yes, it's obvious. It's obvious.
The closing remark will bring back everything that everybody have said. All the 5 or 6 participating lawyers will recommend based on their line of questions. You are saying somebody is emotionally distressed. Somebody that told you in the coroner inquest that she was just typing. She was typing on her way home from the hospital. Where's your body?
Even when the nurse was administering, she said she was cooking. Even when the nurse was administering, she was downstairs.
She was cooking rice.
She was downstairs. Yes, so. Yes, so.
Is that is overwhelming?
Yes, so.
So when did she stop cooking the indomie? When did she stop cooking the fried rice? When the magistrate was concerned about 2 million, 1 million burial. She didn't forget the 1 million naira that was transferred to Baba Mohbad. She even omitted it. She even graced it that it was 1 million that was transferred to Baba Mohbad, which is totally a lie. Baba Mohbad never gets any 1 million. Baba Mohbad only got balance after Mohbad has been buried.
Oluomo, I cite you, my brother.
The money Baba Mohbad got was after Mohbad has been buried.
I cite you, my brother. How are you? Bayo.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Bayo. Okay, now the wife. Now let me go back again. He said, why she may have been overwhelmed. She's giving excuses for Wumi now. Don't forget, whatever we're reading, be connecting into the group chat. Why she may have been overwhelmed, emotionally distressed, or pushed aside by the father, it was incumbent upon her as wife, next of kin, the last person with the disease, to speak. Object, or at the very least, document the procedural irregularity at the point of death and burial. The wife, though credible, what would be credible? The wife, though credible, and emotionally invested, bears a measure of moral and circumstantial responsibility for the silence surrounding the death and hasty burial. Then this woman forgot that when she was introducing the inquest to us, she said to unravel the cause of death, not the hastily burial that she's typing here. A more assertive and protective response we expected given her position. So because the man considered by Lily, okay. We were waiting for, I believe Baba Mohbad's lawyer must have read this thing. So we were definitely here. Let us. The deceased, now conduct of Mohbad. The deceased was 26 old, musical artist. Mohbad finally days were emotionally turbulent. The altercation at the Ikorodu show, the hand injury is visible agitation. And eventually medical treatment all shows a man who was physically injured, mentally distressed, tragically underserved. His refuse to seek hospital treatment and decision to accept injection from an uncertified auxiliary nurse were reflections of both personal vulnerability and a glaring failure of support system around him. The deceased was a vulnerable person fueled by the music industry, medical caregiver, family dynamic, and public system. His death underscores the necessity of timely medical figures facing threat. Evidence from family members and colleagues indicates that Mohbad lived under sustained psychological distress, reportedly due to the presence, harassment, threat, and physical assault from individuals, including Sam Larry, and persons connected to his former record label. So people will physically assault them. Why no direct link was found between the person and his immediate death? Conclusion. Based on the totality of the evidence, I am unable to clarify a medical cause of death. However, the preponderance of the evidence supports that the death was sudden, occurred within a minute to hours after administering of injectable drugs by unlicensed nurse. There was no natural disease identified to explain the death. There was no evidence of homicide. There was no evidence of homicide or deliberate foul play, but medical negligence is evident. Hey, God. The rapid burial without a proper investigation, medical certificates, police involvement significantly obstructed justice. We need that woman. We need that woman. We need that alone if you're from woman to cooking. And to cooking alone if you're from. Recommendation. In accordance to Section 39 of the Coroner Law of